But you can do a lot of that. I did many, many, many of those things with a phone call. We appointed nearly 300 federal judges and 3 great Supreme Court justices. Look what's been happening over the last week. They rule great on policy, but they always rule badly on me. Give your tax returns. Nobody had to give tax. Give your tax return. By the way, did you see I gave it? And everyone said, oh, that's that. That was the end of that. Probably should have given it a little easier, but they shouldn't be allowed to look at your tax. They're not allowed to do it anywhere else. But they rule against me, but they rule good policy-wise, very good policy-wise. And last week, they ruled to move our country forward with a merit-based system of education. How about that? If you work hard and you get great marks, get great boards, you get great everything, you get into a college, and somebody that had much lesser achievement doesn't get into that college, perhaps. Maybe they have to work harder or whatever. The Supreme Court also ruled that President Biden is not allowed to wipe out hundreds of billions of dollars and probably trillions of dollars of student loan debt, which would have been very unfair to the millions of people who have paid their debt through hard work and diligence over many years, right? They also gave a very big victory, as you know, to religious liberty. It was a tremendous win for religious liberty that people were very impressed with. Not to mention the fact, this is 51 years, that they ruled against Roe v. Wade, giving pro-lifers a tremendous power to negotiate and moving this issue back to the states, where for many decades, legal scholars and many others always felt it should be. But remember, that issue has to be spoken about properly, because Republicans, many of them don't speak about it properly. The Democrats are the radicals, because the Democrats are willing to kill a baby after 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, and even after birth. They're the radicals. Like President Ronald Reagan, I support the 3 exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. Other people don't. I do. But now people that believe in life will be able to stop the radical left Democrats from killing babies, and they'll be able to, they have power. For the first time, pro-lifers have power to negotiate something that will be very good. You now have power. You had no power at all. They did whatever they wanted to do. And they are the radical ones, not the pro-lifers. They're not. It has to be spoken about properly. But what you have now is an ability to negotiate something before you had no ability whatsoever. Remember the governor of Virginia, former governor, where he said, the baby is born. And after the baby is born, you sit down with the mother and you make a determination as to whether or not you will terminate that baby's life. This is a baby that's born. This is not in the 9th month. This is a baby that's born. And now you have a tremendous power to negotiate. But the Republicans don't know how to talk about the issue. They don't know how to talk. I think they're afraid to talk about it, and they don't know how to talk about it. This was a great victory for life. This was a great victory for humanity. But it's really a great victory to get something done. You now have tremendous power to negotiate something. And they, remember this, they are the radicals, not the pro-lifers. They tried to make the pro-lifers a radical. No, no. When they're willing to go into 8, 9, 10 months after birth, they have laws that pass actually saying it's okay after birth. They are the radical ones. And this is an issue, if properly spoken about, it's because nobody wants to see that after a period of time, many people right from the beginning, but nobody wants to see after 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, death, termination. Nobody wants to see it. They're the radicals. Remember that. They're the radicals, not the pro-lifers. And now you have the power to negotiate, and good things are going to come about it. And you moved it back to the states where all the legal scholars said it should be. And 51 years they tried to do that. I got it done. I fully rebuilt